So Rajveer, I've got this friend
Okay.
who is 24/7 on a video call.
Damn.
So I was just wondering, what are your thoughts on long distance relationships? Isn't it like too taxing to be on a video call 24/7?
Exactly. I personally wouldn't want to be in a long distance relationship. I've seen my friends who are, and the success ratio has been 50-50. So for some it works, for some others it doesn't, but I feel it's very taxing.
Hi everyone, my name is Nikhila.
And my name is Rajveer, and welcome to the Zen-G podcast.
As we were talking about it earlier, there's not enough communication as well as comprehension as well. So if suppose I'm saying that I want this or I'm going to do this, if it's across a text, you can't guess the tone of the other person.
Correct.
Suppose if we had a fight, if and my partner had a fight about not communicating enough, and it was resolved during the night, and a couple of days ago, I'm just informing.
It may cause overthinking.
It may cause overthinking, plus it may come of that, ki matlab, I said this, that's why he's overacting it and trying to put me, I'm telling you all of it now. So yeah.
I think probably it's because the context is missing.
Exactly.
So, like a person who is with you 24/7 and has met you actually knows your vibe or what you're thinking. And in a long distance relationship, it's like very limited info, and you have to like make sense of it all because there's lack of time. Do you think time is a constraint?
A couple of friends have been in relationships, long distance relationships, and time is a huge factor when they are not able to communicate enough because they're busy with their work or their college or something, and their partner is in a different city or in a different country altogether. And the time, first of all, time zone match across countries is a huge thing. Second thing is you're not giving me enough time, and as you said, 24/7 video call sounds like a nightmare to me.
I get it.
It sounds.
But they do it, they like do it with so much of dedication, commitment. I think there are a few benefits as well to the long distance relationship if partners have a very good understanding and a good rapport. What do you think?
Of course, that's a major factor in any kind of relationship, whether it's long distance or not.
Correct.
Across long distance, I think every person changes every once in a while, like altogether. So the person I was 6 months ago, I'm a completely different person now. And in long distance relationships, suppose we have not met for a year, for them to keep up with the person that I am right at the moment, people change, and to keep up with that in a long distance relationship is a taxing thing.
So then what you're trying to say is it's more of the person than the distance, and if you can trust, because then if you don't trust, the same thing goes in a short distance relationship as well. If you don't trust, you don't trust.
Of course, not having enough trust in a short distance relationship is
A nightmare.
It's more than a
backfire.
nightmare. I've seen people where it hasn't. It's terrible just. But in long distance, suppose my partner and I, we are having a good time, and we have been no fights at all for the past month or so. Not even a bit of argument, bhi kuch nahi hai. But the tone, 6 months into the relationship, I'm not in that honeymoon period. I'll talk to her more casually and be more relaxed with her. And I suppose I was in college with someone, and she was upset. She's a friend of mine, not too close with her, but she's my class friend. She was too upset. She was crying and all because of something that's going wrong in her life. And it was a very huge thing that day. And despite of that, she was crying. And वहाँ पे तो मैंने ठीक है कि मतलब it's okay, ये हो जाएगा. After a day or two, I saw a story or something, and I replied कि मतलब how are you feeling now or something. Now the person, my partner, doesn't have all of that context, and when I tell her that कि मतलब okay, I'm doing, it might come off as why are you trying to
Give more attention to
exactly.
Okay, but then it has a lot to do with trust then.
Of course, it has a lot to do with trust.
And उसका तो distance से connection है trust का. Do you think trust and distance are connected? Like the shorter the distance, the better the trust.
I think it's less about who you trust, the amount of trustworthiness someone has. It says more about you than the other person, I think.
So, like better ethics,
Better ethics in the sense that
better individual.
better, more secure, maybe individuals
Correct.
are able to trust more easily, and they might not be as insecure about that text message as a little more insecure. I'm not blaming someone for having an insecure attachment style. It's their childhood, it's their life. They must have gone through a lot of things. But it does come into factor when the other person might just trying to be a nice person